Welcome to the sermon of Pastor Karen. In our wonderful church, we welcome all women who found Jesus regardless of their past. All women are special and unique, and they deserve to be happy. If a woman wants to change her lifestyle, and if she feels transformed and reformed and she wants to start a new life journey, she should be supported and encouraged in her new life path. And this is what our church is providing for women. We are fighting against evil patriarchy and against this new red pill movement that looks down upon women and that humiliates women. These evil misogynists who wear muscle shirts, who promote boats and whores, they are not worthy of good Christian women. All women deserve a second chance because Jesus loves them unconditionally and because Jesus forgives them. And so should you, gentlemen. So don't be this evil patriarch. Don't be this evil misogynist like those red pill guys. Come back to Christianity, join our church, be a servant leader, and marry a good Christian woman who wants to be a wife. Yes, I 100% agree with Pastor Karen. Come to this church and wife me up.
Oh, what? You're laughing at your own parody.
Well, I keep hearing this message over and over.
And now you guys know what I had to listen to all week.
Okay. Elena has been so excited for this stream that she prepared and that parody and did that. And do you think that Plutarch, okay, once she prepared it, she just was silent about it? Oh, no, that's not how women act. She's been yammering on. And no, Plutarch didn't tell me this. I just know the nature of women. That Elena has been yammering about this for about, well, we came up with the topic Wednesday. So yeah,
every day
it's
since.
been on her mind since then.
Every day since.
Too bad after I recorded it.
Yeah. Yeah, she did calm down a little bit after the recording. That is true. We'll give her that.
See?
Oh. No, I'm not saying this as a criticism.
I know.
This is Elena's outlet. She wants to do something in the world. Yet she's a woman. She likes drama, but you know, she's got a strong sense of morality. And she wants to make a difference, and she wants to figure things out. And so this is all good.
Good. Yes, I'm glad that you guys are directing me because I don't think women are capable of coming up. Like we were talking before we started this live stream, that women are void and men are filling women.
Men are form, women are void.
Right. Men are form, women are void. Yeah. It's
okay.
It's interesting.
I wrote 10, 15 years ago, I wrote a post about that. Void means empty.
Mm-hmm.
Form means something to fill the emptiness. Yeah, there are sexual connotations to this. But there's also philosophical connotations as well. So,
well, Steve,
into it more.
I had a thought on that while the intro was running. And how often do we call women airheads?
Very often.
Yeah, when we talk about empty-headed people. Now, yes, I grew up in the 90s and 2000s. And it was much more common to call women airheaded, bobble-headed, empty-headed, and it was just kind of something that the guys all knew. They didn't. These were the high school grade attempts to talk about what Steve is talking about, but we all kind of knew that women weren't that special in mentally.
So men didn't take them seriously back then, or less seriously.
Less seriously.
Mhm.
There were definitely we would call them, betas or white knights. There were definitely those who and the schools were pushing very hard that women were mentally equal to men. But like, in the hallways of school and in the locker talk, we knew.
Mhm.
But people are going to take this as a criticism of women. No, it's not. Come on. Women are void, men are form. So, what do women do? When the man enters their life, she's a good woman, she's going to conform to his leadership, to his reality. She conforms
Yeah.
to his form because she's void. She is actively receptive and engulfs his essence. Now, I mean this philosophically and explicitly in the sexual act. Why would we think that the outside world doesn't reflect our sexuality? I mean, that's absurd. Now, I'm not trying to be crass here. I'm just trying to point out something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and there's another reason to bring this up too, and it actually has quite a bit to do with today's topic. So we're starting in a place that doesn't look like it has anything to do with today's topic, but it actually does. So, Steve, what is today's topic?
Oh, basically, we put a catchy title, but no one probably figured it out. It is TradCon versus Red Pill. Well, a faction of Red Pill which has become predominant.
Mm-hmm.
So let me put it this way. The TradCons think women are all sugar and spice. You treat them well. You're the best man. And they're, you know what? They're just innocent creatures. And they're going to be a good wife. And okay. Yeah. Doesn't really work out that way. But then on the other side, you got the red pill guys saying spin plates, just get muscles and game and success and, live the life. And she's not yours. She's just yours for now. That's kind of like the boats and hoes. If I am the stud that makes a lot of money and I'm dominant and I have muscles and I have a boat, I can fill my boat with all kinds of hoes and have the time of my life.
Can we put that song, darling, or will we get in trouble for copyright?
You'll get in trouble.
Oh,
so
geez.
Yeah, just
well, we can show it.
Up
okay, we will
parody
show it here. This is the
of
song,
boats and
guys.
hoes.
You can play it on your device. We are not going to run it here. We'll just show it to you. Okay.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, you could do like a freeze frame of it, but you can't actually do the video.
can I? Okay, let me move the.
Okay, just mute your video, and then you can play some of it. But it's just going to be the video, not the audio.
I'm muting myself.
Okay, yeah, this is the video, and it's kind of to a rap thing, and it actually reveals the essence of much of the red pill message right now. If you're alpha and you're stud enough, you too can live this lifestyle with these women. Yet, when we look at some of these streams that feature a lot of women on there, oh, these are great women. You look at those women, no, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Sleeve tattoos, sleeves over the boobs and around the boobs and showing the boobs, and they got an attitude. Oh, they got extra holes in their head, through their nostrils, through their ears. Yeah, okay, not what I'm looking for.
Well, more to the point, not what most men are looking for. So if you're out here offering the boats and hoes lifestyle, yeah, there's going to be a few men out there who that's what they're interested in. But emphasis on a few.
Mm-hmm.
Most men don't want that lifestyle. And you can say, oh, well, if they don't want that lifestyle, they're just not alpha. Or, they're just not real men. There's a whole philosophical argument to be made around that about how ridiculous that is. But it is just ridiculous. Basically, what it is it's a group of men who they're trying to tell you what masculinity is.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're trying to say, here's the outward expression of that. And the reality is that the outward expressions of masculinity have changed throughout time. For example, this is a dumb example, but I was reading some history of the Civil War. And I don't know if you notice, but everyone has every picture and portrait of a person, they have their hand kind of, it's not in a pocket, but it's like through the center of their jacket. So
Mm-hmm.
it's right above their stomach. At the time, this was considered to be an expression of power and strength. And now, this is 170 years ago. And now today we look at it and we go, well, that's ridiculous. Okay. So this concept of what is strong and powerful changes all the time.
Well, it does. It also depends on what kind of propagandist programming people are being exposed to, what they believe in, because it shapes their
no,
education.
this is more the society
Oh,
and the culture of the time shapes this stuff.
Well, but society is based on a certain.
No, propaganda is an act by somebody to try and change the culture to fit their view. Yeah, that's an active act.
The real thing, and it's within every man, deep down, cannot be changed.
Yes.
He wants a woman, a good woman, to bear his children, and to be a good mother. I mean, you can deny it. You can, go spin plates. You can partake in a lot of fun with a lot of different women.
Mm.
But do you want any of those women to be the mother for your child, to be the incubator for your progeny? Hell no. No,
Steve,
not a chance.
Steve, I'm going to ask
that's the boat hoe. Do you want to impregnate a boat hoe?
I'm going to ask it this way, guys. To all you men out there, to all you red pill men out there, would any one of you want to impregnate a chick from Fresh and Fit? That's the question. Okay.
Some men would. I mean, they get pregnant.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Like, okay. It like the end result doesn't really change there, because they still get away with it. Like most of these chicks who are on Fresh and Fit,
No. I'm talking about the men who watch Fresh and Fit, not whether or not these chicks got pregnant. I know there's tons of single mommies. I'm talking about the men who watch Fresh and Fit, guys who are red pill aware. Okay. Yes, a woman can convince any properly betatized male to stick their dick in it. Okay. I'm talking about men here. Okay.
But these are not most men, darling, that you're talking about.
Okay, it is most men.
Is
Before
it? Well,
the
before
little head, the little head starts thinking. Because the little head doesn't think about consequences.
True.
Before you engage, men do think about it. You say, yeah, I'd tap that, but I'd sure as hell wear a wrapper. That means she's not worth it. You do not want her to be the mother of your children.
Well, right. If men, okay, guys, okay. I think that if more men did that, we would see the evidence of it. Now there are so many single mothers out there, so which tells us that most men are not doing it. I believe it when I see it.
We were talking earlier about propaganda and growing up in the 90s in high school.
Yes.
Men, this was very common locker talk. Men would constantly be rating the women at school. Okay. Oh yeah, I'd hit that. Oh yeah, I'd hit that. Just because a man says, and this is where all women get this wrong, and we've talked about this before in the red pill. All women get this wrong. Just because a man will have sex with you does not mean that man wants to put a baby in you, wants to wife you up.
Yet there are so many single mothers out there.
No, I know. This is what I'm saying. Are there betatized men out there who will stick their dick in anything? Of course there are. There were back in the 90s too. There's always going to be a percentage of men who they will take anything they can get. Okay?
Right. And furthermore, to address what Elena is saying, a lot of these men thought she was wife, mother of their children material. Impregnated her, she rebelled, and she left him. No, he made a bad choice. Now, yes, society causes her to make that bad choice. Yes, she thinks she has options, but a lot of those single mothers, the man thought he was making a good choice, didn't turn out very well.
And she likely presented herself as a good choice. Remember, there's two players in this game here.
Okay, but what about statistics then? Only 40% of men reproduce, or how many?
Yeah.
That tells us that a women want to have a baby from the most fit, the most alpha men out there, right? And they are chasing the top 10% of the world male population.
But they can't always get it.
Yeah, but those who get it, they either they want their babies, right? They want,
but they can't always get it.
Look, there are even some guys in the red pill who have a lot of baby mamas. When most men don't get any woman out there.
Yeah. But okay, why is it the top 40 and not the top 10? The answer to your query is actually in the question. Because not all women can get the top 10. That's why it's the top 40.
The top 40 what?
Top 40% of men reproduce.
Of men reproduce. Okay.
The answer to your question is contained within the question. Why do the top 40% of men reproduce? Because the top 10, there's not enough men in the top 10
to inseminate all of the women.
Yeah. And so yeah, she is looking for the top fitness she can find. That doesn't mean that she's going to automatically get a top 5, top 10, top 15.
Yeah, but she's going to have a baby from him. If she can.
Yes, if she can. Yeah. And the current society and societal propaganda is an attempt to make this okay. but this is reacting.
Oh.
This is the propaganda is a reaction to this.
So this kind of mindset for men where become this alpha so that you can inseminate as many chicks as you possibly can will just create more single mummies.
You know what? I don't buy that. I think your premise is wrong.
Okay.
You don't become the alpha so you can inseminate a lot of chicks. Yeah, they say men wants to spread his seed. I never wanted that. Maybe other men do. I don't want that. I want to impregnate one woman and be there for that child, raise that child, ideally a son, which, okay, I've never
Well,
had that.
I'm talking about
And
that
then
people-
that will be my legacy. I need to be there. I need to guide him. I'm not going to be the alpha guy to get a lot of pussy to spread my seed around and then scatter my progeny or scatter my legacy to the wind. That's never been my motivation.
Okay, well, Steve, I will respond to that. So what you're saying then is you're not actually an alpha because you would have a legacy if you spread your seed far and wide. Genghis Khan, right?
Mhm.
Sure.
Okay. So all you need to do is spread your seed far and wide. You will have the legacy. Now, I know why you're saying what you're saying.
Mhm.
And I already know that your argument is going to be one that's going to be called too philosophical.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that describes my life. I can accept that.
Hey, Steve, you're an engineer. You would
Right.
engineer your life.
Yes. You are a highly intellectual species there, Steve.
Yes, I don't represent all other men, definitely.
See, but it sounds very appealing to the average man. Like, okay, this kind of dream. Okay, I would call it they are selling a dream to men that they can become the macho man that all women want. And like, okay, you ask a younger guy who is horny, right? Who doesn't have any prospects in terms of women. Like, okay, just become this money muscles game macho man. All women will want you, and then you can spin as many plates as you want. You can inseminate as many chicks as you want. Doesn't it sound appealing to a portion of men out there?
To a
Of
portion.
course.
Yes.
Of
To a
course.
portion.
And it sounds appealing to me. What's number one in a man's mind? Get pussy. Sexual release. Number one. You know what? Nothing else relates to that. You need a higher thinking to say, well, okay, I want pussy, but I don't want progeny with this pussy.
Mm.
It takes it takes some discipline to say, yes, I want the woman, I want to have sexual intercourse with her. And she has to be the right woman to bear my children. Now that second one, nah, you know what?
Okay,
That's not always present.
I'm going to give you a counter argument here. So you want the right woman to bear your children. They don't exist now. The normal behavior is that women are sluts. Okay. So,
Okay.
I know, but this is kind of like the argument that
No, I know.
you know what I'm doing here, right? I'm just throwing it at you so that to see like how you respond. Yeah. So most women are sluts today. I mean, good luck, dude. You are delusional. You are delusional. You're being delusional.
You pulled your punch. You pulled your punch.
Yeah.
You said most women are sluts. So for okay, we see women do this all the time. Oh, but there's a chance. Well, guys do this too. Oh, but there's a chance I won't. My girl won't be a slut.
Okay.
Same problem.
So let me circle back to what we started. Women are void, men are form.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, most women are sluts. If I'm the kind of man who doesn't put up with that shit, and I meet a woman, she has to conform to my expectations. If she does not conform, If her void does not conform to my form, she's not the woman for me. Now, she might conform to my void, or she might conform, her void might conform to my form and get impregnated. That's not a guarantee that she won't reject me and rebel in the future and leave. But yes, okay, all women, there are no, or most women are whores, whatever. Okay, it's still, if I'm the type of man who sticks to my morality, my principles, women are going to try and conform to my expectations, either truly or deceptively. But I can still have reality. Now, from a woman's perspective, well, ask this to Elena. Okay, you pick a man, and this comes from Orion Taraban.
Okay.
Handsome, successful, faithful. You can pick two of the three. Which two do you pick? Well, no, I can't pick. I want all three.
Okay, what is it?
ever happen?
Handsome, successful, what else?
Faithful.
Faithful. I can pick two. I know which one I will completely discard.
Yes, you don't need to say, but I know.
I can say it. I would pick. Oh damn, this is a hard one. Okay. Sorry, guys.
See, even the good girls are bad girls, guys. Even the good girls are bad girls.
Wow. Well, I don't really care about his appearance, so I can kind of disregard handsome. But successful and faithful is like I need a faithful man, you know. And maybe successful. Those ones. I would stick to those ones.
Right, because you can delude yourself that Plutarch is a handsome man.
Well, look, okay. If he's faithful and successful, you know, it makes him handsome, at least to me.
That's right, guys. I hide my ugly mug from you guys for a reason.
Oh, I enjoy having fun and poking fun at these realities that everyone has to deal with.
Yeah, the problem is that women prioritize, modern women, I should say, prioritize the attractive man.
No. That's not the problem. The problem is, it's what Steve said. They want all three.
Well, they want all three.
Right?
Right?
They want all three. You have to be successful, handsome, and faithful.
Historically, it wasn't this way.
Mm-hmm.
Women didn't have tons and tons of men. Okay, you go back 2 generations in my family. 3 generations, maybe. There was like 5 daughters. And you know what? You know who they married? Other farmers, sons of farmers, within a 2-mile radius.
Yeah, it was local.
So you go back, I'm related to, you draw a circle, probably wouldn't have to be 2 miles in diameter or in radius. And I'm related to all those people because women did not have the pick. They just chose whoever was local. Okay, is he successful? Can he provide for me? Is he going to be faithful? Oh yeah, he goes to the same church. Is he the most handsome man in the county? Who the fuck cares? And that's how women.
Yeah.
That's how it was throughout most of human history.
And also
women
there were
married a local guy.
Arranged marriages were very popular
back then
Not
too.
not so much in the
Not
U.S.
so much
Yeah,
here.
not in the U.S. That's an Asian, primarily an Asian subcontinent. You know, those cultures.
Well, now they've
That was a
eliminated.
good thing. You give women too many choices, and they'll
Yeah.
never decide.
Yeah, ain't
They
that
Here's your
the
3
truth?
choices. Pick.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, if you give a woman a choice, guys, for you guys out there, you've gone shopping with your women. You know what I'm talking about. You give a woman a choice, and what's she going to pick? She's not going to choose. She's going to say, "Give me all of it. Give me all of the options,"
Yeah.
because that's what women do. Okay.
Yeah,
We're seeing that.
they are having trouble with choosing and selecting.
Having
And
trouble is being very, very kind here.
yeah,
Women don't have and have never needed to have a natural capacity to decide this survives, that doesn't. Okay. I'm just talking biologically here, right? So a man will have to get up and say, either I chase down that antelope, deer, whatever, to survive, and it doesn't survive. Okay, it dies. Or if I feel like being lazy today, I die. See,
Yeah.
women have been provided for their entire genetic history by the man who has to choose what lives and what dies. But that means that they themselves don't choose what lives and dies. So I'm being intentionally extreme here, but that same thing applies today.
Mhm.
Women don't have to choose between, handsome, successful, faithful. They just say, I want all three.
Yeah.
Well, to prove this, you know what? I'll put my money where my mouth is. I'm offering Plutarch up to $200 to take Elena out to dinner. A nice date. But here's the criteria. He has to come up with 5 choices. Say, we're going out. Here's your 5 choices. You choose.
Oh, I choose or he chooses?
No, you choose. Here's the 5
I-
places. You have to choose. And now, and then you have to report back to me how long it took her to make the choice, how long your discussions were, and whether she, at the time you went out, she still liked the choice, and all, the whole dynamics. And yeah, okay, I'll foot the bill for up to $200.
Steve, I can already tell you how this is going to go. I'm going to end up choosing and not getting
No.
the $200.
Then you don't get the $200. If she doesn't
Exactly.
choose, you don't get the $200.
I'll take $200 and then I'll ask,
No.
darling, where are we going?
She would do that.
Yeah.
So okay. No, I'm sincere about this. But my point is, you ask a woman to choose, man, she will just do anything to not choose.
Mhm.
So you present modern women with too damn many choices of men. She will never decide. Never, ever, ever, because she doesn't have the ability to decide. You got to limit her choices and say, okay,
Yeah.
pick one. Or more aptly, the man picks her. Oh, he's the guy who showed up. Okay, I guess
Oh, and it's
I'll marry him.
interesting.
And you know what? It was successful
I've
in
seen
most
some.
cases.
I've seen some women. They were exposed to so many choices in life. Just in general, they've traveled, they've seen the world, and then out of all of those choices, they would pick like some guy who like with all of the choices that they've had, they could have done better for themselves.
What
And-
are you saying? Women make bad choices?
Oh, yes.
They are forced to choose for themselves without the guidance of a man?
Exactly. That's exactly my point. Yeah. They make the most insane decisions with even with all of the choices that they are being introduced to. Yeah.
So there's a and we've talked about this in the Red Pill a lot. We call Instagram the biggest dating app in the world. Why? Because Instagram is the whole world, right?
Yeah.
A woman is literally spoiled for choice. She has the choice of the whole world of men, and she gets DM'd from the whole world. You go on a F and F, and I guarantee you that there are men from as far, Dubai, Turkey, the Philippines, uh, France, Bolivia, even.
Wow.
Okay, all over the world in her DMs. Now, we kind of assume that this will continue, and so what we're saying is well, men, we just have to be better than everyone else you just have to compete on the world stage. Well, there's actually a parallel to the H-1B fight that happened early last year. Is one of the major things to come out of that was a recognition by US workers that basically everyone is saying, well, US men, you just have to compete financially with imported slave labor. Well, that means that you have to be willing to accept imported slave labor prices. I can tell you right now, aside from the fact that that's still going on, the men in this country aren't having it. Okay. Well, this is the same thing. This is the exact same economic dynamic. What you're saying with the boats and hose narrative is that you just have to be so much better than the rest of the world. Because and to be fair, you do right now. Okay? Because Instagram is worldwide and these girls are getting messaged from all over the world, and that's what you're competing with.
Yeah, against the whole world. Yeah.
What I would say to these people is the way the H-1B community, the anti-H-1B community talks, I would not want to be an H-1B importer when the night of the long knives comes. Okay? And understand that this is the exact same economic dynamic that's happening in dating. Okay? It is,
Well,
literally.
there's an really old thing in the Red Pill or the Manosphere. There was this discussion back in the day, 15 years ago, about game and being a dominant man, and that just leads to dance monkey dance, which means you have to be the alpha guy and handle all the shit tests 24/7.
Yep.
You always have to be that man to have that woman. It's your performance that keeps her. Well, kind of that's the same thing with the boats and hoes. If you are the man, you can have the woman, as long as you are the man. So, yeah, it's like having a monkey on your back.